Boom. And we live. It's your boy FED. Flat Earth discussion. Boy, man, Fed. You know what I'm talking about? Uncle Fed. Man, I'm finna see how we gonna get this popping, man. Chosen King said he got a bone to pick with Tay Zonde. We're gonna do it right here live on Pocket Change TV2. So y'all come on in, man. Let's get this thing pumping, man. And we gonna fight some corruption. And we don't do nothing else. And we gonna stand on truth. And we don't do nothing else over here at Pocket Change TV. Y'all rocking with that boy Fed. Uncle Fed. Fresh up, man. We've been going over, man, I know we've been going over at least 12, 13 hours. We brought up and do a few more hours. So y'all come on in and show your boy some love at the same time, man. We're gonna do this. Let me see if I get my chat room up. See if I get some people up in there. Let's see.
Boom.
Boom. Hey, I need you to send Chosen King and Zante and World a link. You been asleep? You just woke up?
Yep. Hold on.
Chosen King said he got a bone to pick with Zante and everybody want to hear.
Are you serious?
Man, I want to hear it too, man. You know, everything, we're going to keep everything respectful. I'm trying to get a chat room, but now I can see who hell. I'm going to keep everything respectful. I don't know if that was him last night. He said that one. I don't know. I thought
That wasn't him. That's
the
why I
fight,
knocked
the
him out
fight
of there.
wasn't right. The fight wasn't all around the globe like it's supposed to be.
It wasn't him. That's why I knocked him loose.
Then when I seen him coming to the morning, I said, that's him. I knew. But that more got me out of carriage and everything. I should have knew better.
It's okay.
The little fight went right. It still might be his ass, though, little slick ass. But he said it wasn't under him, though. He said, y'all go ahead and hit the like button as y'all come in, man. I've been screaming 12 hours. Ain't nobody got me a pack of goddamn Shout Newport a cigarette yet. I'm surprised at y'all. I don't know what's going on with that little bit. Janice Lockhart, let me see if I get the chat room. Well, shit, don't glad you up, Yolanda, because I'm going to be mad at you.
Why?
Shit, cause we had to start another scream. You want to go down to your bed? I want to give me another pill of secretary.
No for 10.
No for 10. I know that really. Let's see what we can do while we. All right, chat. I see everybody coming back up in the chat. Good to see you, people. I took me a little nap, man. Got me a little shut eye. So I'm something like Fred. I'm going to tap me one of these cigarettes down on his computer. Like my boy Choden now. Get thing right back out in the background. We're going to get it popping. We're going to be grown folks. Let's go. go ahead and send out invites out. I forgot what Chosen shit was. Mr. Divine song. Y'all be. Hey, drop the email again, bro. Mr. Divine. I forgot what it was. And I'll take Zonday58@gmail.com.
So we're just doing Zonday and Chosen.
What's say, Elon?
We're doing Zonday and Chosen.
A world and a world.
Okay.
And I think Keisha was still up.
Okay.
But just Chosen World and Zonday. I don't know. You want me to unblock that one? So, you want dang. Shit, man, I gotta go. Hold on 1 second, Chosen. Hold on, bro. I'm working on it, bro. It's gonna be the same email. Show me a sack of these same hoes will resent me. My heart is heavy, I'm shaking heavy, holding it steady. And you can die for some real petty, so I stay ready. Oh, see, I'm soldier, I thought I told you I'm standing down. And when it comes to the gangster shit, I'm standing my ground. I'm steady moving and grooving, buckle standing around. Yo, they love it, got it. Buckle hanging it down. I need it now, my situation is getting deeper. Go check it out, it's no doubt I'm my brother's keeper. And I'm a keeper, there's an eagle so I can reach her. Protect my soul with God in this modern day evil. This for the people, family friends, even the preacher. Those politicians and geekers, you only got one life. So cherish every breath, so keep it real with God, you can bury yourself. I don't think I ask man everybody to keep it grown, folks. Don't get out of the way with it. Don't get out of the way with nobody. Yeah, everybody know how to be grown, man. Y'all know how we do it over here, man. Keep everything 100. Nah, no for ton. Keep everything 1,000.
Because I will knock them off.
You said what, baby?
Because I will knock them off.
Okay, he unblocked now. You 1,000, bro. Man, boom. Goddamn, let me pat one down, man. I've been on goddamn 14 hours. I finally got me a pack of poker. Let me put it over. Thank you, Janice Lord. Appreciate it. Good. I guess they links ain't working. The links ain't working. What's going on? You sent them out your lump? Tay said her phone was going dead. But she told me to tell them to send it through. She told me to tell Word to send it through. I think she said her Google or something she said. Because the Gmail take too long, but she still should get it. She went to make coffee, you said? Well, she'll be on back. Hey, everybody in the chat feeling it morning. Everybody Gucci. I'm gonna pat this cigarette down, man. We're gonna pop it off. Pressure Kirk, pressure, they 666 up. Okay. What she typed in the old chat.
Howdy, partners.
What's going on, motherfucking wrench neck?
Howdy, partner. How you doing?
The king of the Kanika beef has entered the goddamn field. What up, Nick?
What up, bro?
Hold it down, man. Keep respect for me, bro.
Yeah, man. Good morning to everybody, man. You know, I hope everybody having a illustrious morning here. You know.
Yeah, you say you got a bone to pick with Tay.
Yeah, well, it ain't really a bone, man. I just want to chop it up. You know what I'm saying? Tay is one of the people I haven't had a chance to chop it up with. So she said she had to grab some coffee. So yeah.
Look like goddamn my panel gonna be the goddamn neutral ground for you, goddamn to chop it up at. Oh man.
Yeah, I love chopping it because the reason I haven't dropped the video is because when we come with what we coming with, like I told people, they think I'm playing. When we drop what we finna drop, it's no Teresa has to go to jail. People think I'm playing when I say that. When we drop what we have to drop, Teresa is going to jail. Because when we drop the feds is never mind. But I'm gonna let everybody keep naysaying and everything like that. And that's why I haven't dropped the video, because we were working 100 miles an hour on getting that completed behind the scenes, man. But what's good though?
Oh shit, man. You know, I just keep my nose goddamn clean, just goddamn calling like I said, well, you know what I'm saying, from my perspective. Just chill.
Oh yeah.
Thank you, Smith.
What's up, Thundercat? Thundercat is gonna be dropped when it's supposed to be dropped, bro. I can't rush God, bro. That's one thing I can't do. I would like to drop it now, but I would drop it like 75%, or you know, it's got to be dropped 100% because they will have no choice but to go slap the cuffs after it's dropped. You know what I'm saying? Like me personally, me fleshly, I want to drop it now, but I can't.
What up? She said she don't have sound. Yo, we talking all Tay. You should have sound.
Yo, what's good?
I think she said she wanted you to send it through a Google. She just told me.
I'm gonna send it through the message.
Yeah. That was somebody. I think it's Facebook.
Hold on. Is it what a thread? Who got a thread?
It's Zonday 58@gmail.com.
Okay. Let me see what this joint is.
I just emailed it again. Check it.
Okay. Yeah, just send it to the if you put it right here in the comments, I could throw it. Wait, that'd be good. Anyway, what's going on? I see the title jumping off. We got the Chosen King up in here, right? What's going on, bro?
What's up, Eminem? I mean McDonald. What's up, bro?
You say Eminem, McDonald.
Hey, what's up, man? I just said
hold up, bro. This world news. This ain't McDonald's, bro.
Oh, world news. That's what that say? Oh, okay. What's up, world news? How you doing?
That's exactly what to say. Yeah, that ain't McDonald's. But anyway, how are you?
I'm doing pretty good, man. How your morning going? Pretty straight?
Hey, nah, that shit ain't never straight. I've been commenting on your post a few times. I've been wanting to speak to you, brother, too. But I'm gonna let you get at Tay. But most definitely, man, I love your work, brother.
Hey, appreciate that, bro. I haven't seen your comments though, like under my videos. I be all up in them comment sections, bro.
Boom.
Which one have you? What was like the latest one you checked out, bro?
It was the video actually posted on my page. I had commented when I think you deleted the video. You was talking about you had aluminum foil and shit in your mouth. You was like you was straight dropping shit. I went ahead and recorded it though. I think you deleted that shit though, but that shit went all the way in though.
Oh, you got it recorded?
Yeah, I got that shit. I record everything. This shit recorded.
You the only one with that. You the only one with that video.
Oh, word. That's why everybody on it did.
You're the only one with that video. But look, me and Straight Drop, man. Me and Straight Drop chopped it. Yeah, you the only one
Yeah.
with that word news. You the only one with that video, bro. Because I deleted it as soon as I was done with it, bro. You the only one who got that.
Hey, well, like I say, man, I respect that, the squashing or whatever. Like I say, it was just mad humorous. We all been researching this case, so it was a little break
Yeah.
from the norm. So I salute you, King.
Yeah, because me and Straight Drop, we chopped it up behind the scenes on Gmail about it, man. We was like, I mean, you gotta throw a little humor in the midst of all this body snatching and how they doing the youth and stuff like that, man. You gotta throw a little bit out
I
there,
did,
bro.
yes, I did, Liz Smith. Thanks again, man. But I said thank you. I always do that.
Hey, play that
No
video.
doubt.
Nah, don't play it.
You want to play? Drop was over here last night.
Now
Hey,
I'm saying I remixed it though, chosen though. I remixed it, man. I put
hold
both
on,
of y'all.
man.
It's both of y'all videos.
Somebody said the king of the Kaneko beat.
Hey, shoot. Hey, towards the end of this, play that, bro, because we just had fun with that. Play that towards the end, bro.
That nigga goddamn Betty cost the whole hood on y'all niggas.
Look, hey, then look, we said that too. We said somebody recorded that, bro. That's what I said. I said somebody got that. You know what I'm saying?
I couldn't get the whole. I was laughing too hard. I couldn't get it. I got the part I wanted to though. When you threw that motherfucking Luma full, and now I hit the flow. I hit the flow, but like I said, it's all love though, man. It's all love. I hope you ain't gonna go too hard on Tay now.
Oh no, no,
Tay been,
that ain't my aim, bro. That ain't my aim. You know, so I was just playing when I said I got a bone to pick with her, bro. I actually respect. I threw up one of her videos. That got like so many views on my channel where she was breaking down the body and stuff like that.
oh right, no doubt. See, she in the inbox right now. If you can, one of y'all that's in there, Yolanda, somebody, just throw that link in the Google joint, and then I'm gonna send it to her messenger, and then she can click and then get on up in here. Do it pretty quick.
Word. And I'm gonna subscribe to your channel too, bro. Can you drop some in the chat so I can subscribe?
Oh yeah. Oh, most definitely, man. I appreciate that too, family. I appreciate it.
I send people to you too and everything, man. You know what I'm saying? You sound like a real humble guy, bro. I send a lot of people.
Oh yeah, most definitely. Anything we can do, man, to join forces, man, and to come together, man. That's the move right there. You know what I mean? This is what we supposed to be doing right now. We don't supposed to be with that chaos and confusion. You know what I mean?
That's right, bro. 100%. I agree.
Hold up, I'm trying to get her, but nobody's dropped the link. Is this it? Okay. Is it 36? No, that's your joint. Yeah, just
Hold
put it in
on.
the.
Just hold on.
Okay. Hey, Fed, how long the thing done been fed? What we on? 18 hours.
Man, you know how we do it. I can't even keep up with it, man. Everybody took now. You know how we do it over here.
This that gate. Hey, chosen. Whenever you get time, bro, we're gonna have to bust that funeral home, man, all the way down. You hear me?
Oh yeah. Oh, which one though? The one who did the burial, or you to my A&R leaks? The one who actually put the body in the ground?
Oh.
No, I'm talking about that. I'm talking about the man, the dinner time man with them glasses on. That dinner time man.
The pimp.
Yeah,
With
time
the slick
man.
back. Yeah, I know
Roll
you're talking about it. Hey, let me tell you what they doing, right? Everybody telling on everybody, bro. I got a lot of recordings I ain't even dropped yet. Look, you call one of them, bro. They said, look, we ain't got nothing to do with that, man. They did it. Call them, look, we ain't got nothing to do with it. They did it. So we call them, look, I ain't got anything to do with it. I just put the body in the ground. But even the dude who put the body in the ground knew it wasn't Kaneka. That's a funny thing about it.
Let me ask you something right quick before Tay get up here, right? Let's see, Rico on John, he said they were calling you had kind of started. He said you was busy, you was slicing them up, you was slicing them up, bits and pieces, so you spliced that
No, I got proof. I didn't splice it up. I got video proof of me doing the whole conversation. Got the phone in my hand doing the whole conversation. I got proof I didn't splice nothing. And then if you keep talking, I'm gonna put the video proof out.
You might need to drop it.
Oh, I can show it to you. I can show it to you right now. What, man? Look, man. Let me show you something, man. Like,
I don't want to get all subject. I'm trying to get tail bit for you to chop it on up. But I want to keep stay on, you know, stay on.
Yeah, we'll stay on cue. But a lot of stuff I know right now. Right, look, we didn't chop Rico's voice, bro. We didn't chop his voice. Hey, look, first he said it wasn't him. Then he come back and say it is him, but we took his voice off of other panels. You got to make up your mind, brother. Yeah, because you know them dudes in the streets, they after him now, bro. They, you know what I'm saying? Because you putting mom out there, you're supposed to keep your mouth closed. There's some secrecy, it's a code of secrecy going on. You know, you're supposed to shut up. And he told everything. You know what I'm saying? Because he's mad at Mama T.
No, he mad when he first got out of jail, for real. You know,
But if he keep talking, I'm gonna put the video out there where I show. Look, I took a video from my side, and my boy took a video from his side, so we can show you the whole full conversation with videos, and it ain't no splicing, no nothing. The same voice is coming out of my speaker, the same voice is coming out of his speaker. It's no splicing, bro. Two video audio, actual visual videos. You can see us as we talking to him.
What audio?
With the audio.
So what do I had to ask you about it because I know I seen him on John. You was saying you had spliced him and had somebody trying to talk like him or something. I had reached out to him to come through. I don't know if he had got back out here to do the message.
How can I find all these actors, right? Like if I was to call the funeral guy, all these people, the cremation guys, the examinator people, how can I find all these people? Then how do I have the time to even find somebody first who sound like P. Rico? Then put in Splice his voice up, and then have us make a conversation with the spliced up audio. That's, bro, you know how hard that is, bro? Like I do music, I mix and master music and stuff, but there's no way you have time enough to do all that, bro. That take time, man. That take days, week, probably a week.
Wow. Hey, but you know what? No, unless that you are
no studio system though. And you know what I'm saying? I know what that studio shit. You know, I've been fuck with that studio shit for a minute.
Let me get that. Let me get that video.
Oh, look at. Oh, they're gonna take his birthday, man. Everybody can mute their mics, man. We're gonna let them go at not go at it. We're gonna let them conversate.
Hold on a sec. It's okay. I don't need your help. I got this, but I don't have my mouse.
Okay, Tay, we got to
hold on. Give me a few minutes, please, because I had some technical problems. I don't know why my mouse has just died. Everything just all of a sudden just went kaboom. So, I just, wrap up amongst yourself. I've got my tech guy coming in and to figure out this mouse thing because I can't.
You really got him in the house, bro.
I can't use the mouse pad on my laptop. I don't know how to use it, so I have an external one. So I don't know why it's not working. I just put a new battery in. What the hell? Why isn't it?
Hey, it's an echo world.
I got you.
Okay.
Scrolling. Oh, somebody just killed my ears.
Okay.
Echo. Who's
I'm
Echo?
coming back. Yeah, they got me.
That's World.
That's World News.
There you
go.
Okay, why is it that my freaking mouse?
Okay, I'm gonna put it on mute for 1 second, Uncle Fat.
All right, yeah.
Who's all in the room right now? So we got.
Good morning, Tay. It's Yolanda.
Hi, how are you? Did you get some sleep?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
We sure didn't. We've been pulling all-nighters here. I'm sorry. Hold on a second. I'm just gonna get my. Can you just get the mouse to go?
What's going on? Okay. Boom. We're going stronger every day. Good morning, baby.
You want me to let me move?
What's going on?
Oh, I don't know how to.
Now check this. Hey, you can hear me, bro?
Everybody put their grown folk on when they go.
Oh my dad.
No, yo. Fayetteville. When you call them tracks, you're in Fayetteville. Everybody put the grown folk on. No,
can you hear me, bro?
Yeah.
Hold up.
I have a Wi-Fi little button that goes into the side of the thing, and that's all I had to push to get my mouse to work.
Hey, yo, Fed.
You kid on YouTube in the back.
So let me say, everybody, good morning. Good morning to you. Good morning to you. We're all in our places with sunshiny faces.
Hey, hold on. Hey, yo, Fed.
Huh?
What up, Joe?
Hey, 1 second. Can you click on my icon? I'm gonna just show this real quick, bro. It's real quick. It's like 1 minute of this. I'm gonna just show people something real quick, bro. I'm not a liar, bro. You know what I'm saying?
It's on.
And then look, this is the actual recording on my side. I have a recording also from my homie side, bro. This is the
No, I'm not playing with you
conversation.
right now.
Hold up. I got the phone recording in my hand. Hold up.
What are you talking about?
It's the P. Rico situation right here. And then I'm
okay.
gonna show you when I come
I don't-
into the conversation.
I don't know who P. Rico is.
Now I'm just hold up.
You got to remember, Chosen, I'm new. I don't know too many people. So pardon me if when you just ramble off names, I don't know who they are and what they mean.
I'll show it later. Look, what I'm showing is.
Just go ahead and go and pick that bone. You say you had to pick, man. You say you had a bone to pick.
All right, I'm on that too. I'm on that too. How do I stop my screen share? On here. Hold up. What? Okay, got it. All right, but look, we got the whole conversation live, bro. No chops, no edits, and it's on visual. But what's up, Tay?
I don't know. You called me. You want to talk? I'm fine. How are you? Happy New Year.
Hey, Happy New Year. Let me put my headphones in, Miss Pepsi. Hold on. All right, can you hear me?
Yep.
All right, yeah, I just want to chop it up with you, man. I never had a chance to, you know, kind of chop it up with you and stuff like that. So you asked me in the chat, you said, do you have a problem with me, right?
Yeah.
Why would I have a problem with you first? That's my question first, and we can go from there.
Well, in my paradigm, when someone says have the bone with you, my daddy was the only person ever to say that to me. When he would say I have a bone to pick with you, it meant business. It meant he's got business to say to me, and I gotta listen. So that's why I say you got a problem with me, because that's what to me bone means. So if it means something different, pardon me, I'm just letting you understand I'm from a little bit different upbringing, and so that's why I asked. If it's not a problem, that's not a problem, but I'm just letting you know the word bone to me means you've got business with me.
All right, and first off, I feel you. I feel your background, your upbringing. I'm not your daddy. But
I didn't say that.
Your daddy when you, I know you say your daddy.
Yeah, my daddy was the only.
I know, but
my daddy was the only man who ever said that to me ever in my life, ever. You're the second person I've ever heard it from as a male.
Gotcha. Okay. Bone can have a lot of different meanings. You know, a bone in a sexual sense, bone in a you know the actual bone of a human body, or I'll have a bone to pick you with you being a preference of I need to holler at you about something. But what I wanted to ask you was, you said I will debunk you, whether now or in the future. But I also put on my channel, I think a great video that you did when you broke down the body. And you said that it's an older woman. So my thing is, if you can agree, okay, go ahead. I was gonna finish.
You misunderstood that, and we've talked about that in our first session tonight. It was an error on my behalf, and I apologize. I tried to apologize also in the chat. What happened was I'm very new to YouTube and uploading, and it was the way I titled it that misconstrued a whole bunch of segments into a whole bunch of things. So let me explain to you. What I meant by that is there's so much photoshopping done and so much editing done that it's not even looking like Kanika. It's like looking like another body. And to a point when I'm getting so frustrated and ticked off, I want to see an actual picture of her, because in that video, what I meant by that is that it's almost, I explained this a couple of times if you want to review in the other 2 4-hour episodes that we talked about, is it's almost like they took her apart and she was a puzzle piece and a doll, and they put her together. Like nothing is matching. If you look at what I did, which you shared, nothing's matching. Like the arms are not the same color, the back isn't, nothing's matching. So that's what I meant by saying it looks like a different body.
And my question is, if it was her, why the need for edits?
Pardon? Why? What? Can you repeat that?
If it was Kanika, why was there the need for so many edits and chops of the picture?
Because that's what they've been doing. They've been playing with all of the pictures to begin with, and I'm going to be uploading a video soon. Every single picture is edited. Why are they doing that? We've been talking for 8 hours about this. We don't know what the hell, if it's a game, if it's real, if it's not, you know, we don't know why. I want to hold whoever is accountable to the negligence on the part of the person who is either maybe it might not be the photographer, it may be just somebody playing a freaking game. Like I even thought of this, like, you know, it could be somebody who has it in, and it's just some guy who had it in and is playing with the Roseman.
So let me get this right. Let me get this right. So you recanted your statement of saying that there was an older woman. So now you actually believe that it's a 19-year-old young girl in that freezer.
What I believe is two things. Is one, I don't know what really Kanika's body looks like. It looks like an aged woman. I have never seen her nude body, and so I can't compare.
We've seen a lot of beach pictures. We've seen a lot of pictures, and that body in the freezer does look. I don't care if she got beat by the Hulk himself. That would not look like her. I don't care if she was beat by the Hulk, froze, defrost, froze again. It would not look like that. Her body would not look like that.
I understand that, and that's why I said that. It does not look like her body. It looks like an old lady's body. I'm older, so I know what happens when a woman's body ages compared to when I was younger. Okay, so I was trying to say that this does not look like her at all. Like, I'm pretty fresh into the scene. I don't know very much. I don't see very much personally. I just joined Facebook. I've only got like a handful of people, and just starting with people. People are just starting to send me pictures. I wasn't going to get this deep involved. My whole agenda was just to be on Fat Check TV, answer some questions, and get out of there. Right?
I'm gonna tell you like this. I'm sorry to cut you off, Queen. Your video has been handed off to legal representation. You know that, right? And your video may be used to actually complete this case. Whether you know it or not. And you will also receive a compensation. Anybody whose footage we use, anybody whose intel we use, they will receive compensations. The lawyer will reach out to everybody.
Okay, well, I haven't received any authorization for them to use my video in the case.
Well, it won't be used then. It won't be used. See, that has to be used in court. It's not like
I already know that.
Right now, it's in a packet. It's in a packet.
But so is my first stuff. Do I have to call you Chosen? Because I prefer not.
What you prefer? Oh wow. Oh well. I'm still gonna call you Queen. I'm still gonna call you Queen. You don't have to.
No, you can't do that. Please don't do that.
You don't have to call me Chosen or King.
No, please. No, please call me Tay. And do you have a middle name that I can use?
Chosen. Chosen King. So choose one of the three.
But that's not really your name. And we all know each other's names here.
We're on YouTube.
Can I moderate for a second? Because both of y'all got them gloves on. This is the thing right here, right? We don't, you know what I'm saying? We own the brother. We own the brother's platform.
Okay, so it's okay. All right. Okay.
So this what I want to
too, man. I see you in the comments.
Okay, I'm gonna call you Mr. C. Is that okay?
So you'll put a Mr. on my name, but not okay. All right, that's cool. Mr. C.
Because I want to show respect. Okay. All right, and
showing respect will be calling me by my name that I go by on the YouTube. Since we're on the YouTube platform, call me my YouTube platform name. I call you Tay Zonday. You call me Chosen King. What's wrong with that?
Okay.
You gotta have some type of humility. Like in life, period, you gotta have some type of humility, man.
Okay, I will agree with that because you just said Tay Zonday, but please don't call me Queen, and I'll call you Chosen. All right, so let's go back. Let's go back to our topic. So you had mentioned that that my video has gone into findings. Well, that's not news to me because Fat Check, when I came on, they used my findings for the motion. Okay, and what I got an authorization letter to let me know because I had to sign off and notarize that. So they can't use anything in court without my notarization, and I know the business of courts, and I know.
I just told you that. I said it's in a packet. I said before it goes to court, they will reach out to you to get your authorization. To be honest, they don't need. But what we have, like I told you, my next thing that I'm dropping is going to put Teresa Martin behind bars in cuffs. Like,
well, the
that
next
really
thing
isn't.
I'm dropping might bring the whole kingdom down.
Oh, well, hey, what kingdom?
Everything that's going on. There's more than this. Is just not about Kanika, okay? This is
If
about
you
other
only,
things, and
if
I'm
you
about
only
to
knew
bring.
how deep it go,
And
if you
I'm
only
and
knew how
I'm
deep it go, if you
I know
only
what's
knew.
going on, okay? My new video is an
Okay,
expose
Tay,
all.
Tay, how deep
I
does it
gave
run? I'm gonna ask you that. How deep does it go? Okay, what state
it
does
goes
it?
very deep.
What state does it
We've
start
discussed
in?
it.
What state did all this start in? What city? What city prompted the Crown Plaza killing? What city did it start in? Because it didn't start in Rosemont. What state did most of the people come from in this entire plot? Tell me that. What's Teresa Martin's real name? I'm not even putting that on the airways. What's her real name? Because I was about to say it. What's Teresa Martin's real name?
Well, I'm not going to say that.
What is it? You know it though, right?
Of course, because I had to send her a notarization.
What does it start with?
No, I'm not doing that game. Let's just go back to you just said that they have my file, somehow a file. I don't know how you can video record a file unless they taped it on. And you're talking about the body one? You're talking about the one I'm talking about with, I'm not too sure if it's another older lady. Is that the one you're discussing? Because I've got a few videos, so I just want to clarify, which video are they using? Are they using my fact check one? Are they using, which one are they using that you're claiming? Is it the body one?
Regardless of which one they use, they have to
No,
come with
no,
you
no, no, no.
before they go to court. Before they go to court, they have to come with you and get authorization. We're not worried about that anymore. We're past that. What
No,
we're
I'm
talking
sorry.
about, you said,
Excuse me. You're acting as if you're, you're playing a lawyer here, saying we're going to use it. You have to let me know which video are they using for evidence. I don't have a problem. I've already told this panel everything is going to evidence. Have I not told everybody in this room, in this panel, where my stuff is going? I don't care. I just need to know a clarification. Is it the body one?
Yes, it's the body one. And
Okay,
regardless,
thank you.
they will get in contact with you before they use it. You know
And
that.
how are
You know
they
how the
going to get in
legalities.
contact with me? Via email?
A lawyer can get in contact with anybody on this panel that they want to.
Okay.
Anybody.
All right. So what is it that they want me to just confirm and clarify my findings?
Listen, I don't know. Whatever they contact you about, if they contact you, because like I told you, they don't
Well, how
need it.
do you know that? Who gave you that information?
I just
Who gave you that information?
I just told you.
Well, can you reiterate? Can you please slow down? Because I have a hard time when somebody, really talks fast. I really do. I get overwhelmed. So
what I don't like is when people don't. What I don't like is when people try to play with your intelligence. They don't want to go to the next scene, so they keep reiterating the same scene over and over.
Because I'm older and you're talking fast.
I know you're older, but that doesn't mean your brain thinks slower. Just because you're older don't mean your brain thinks slower.
It actually does.
No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't.
Whoa.
What
we're not gonna do is wait. We are not gonna talk all over each other. You have to let her finish making her statement so she can answer, and we're not gonna be rude.
I take a thank you. I take a pace where somebody talks and I answer. If I don't understand, pardon me, but we've been on this panel and we've had really great discussions, and sometimes I've had to ask them, what do you mean? They can agree. Like I will say, what do you mean by that? It's because I need to have an understanding of what's going on. I have no problem, but I need to know, did somebody send my video into the findings? Because I've been reaching out to Teresa, and you're not on my Facebook, but I've got a PSA to Teresa on new information, and I've got family who is trying to reach out, and a lot of people, and she never contacted me back at all. So this is news to me, unless I'm missing mail. I have a cold. I'm missing mail, but I haven't to this date got anything in return of their using my new findings. I don't have a problem with them using my new findings, but as long as I know that it's accurate. And I had just said at the beginning, there's some inaccuracies on misconceptions about what people thought. And I wanted to try and change the title, and I couldn't. And I clarified that in the last 2 shows in regards to that. I couldn't change it because I thought when you upload it to YouTube, you could edit in there, and you can't. So I could have just pulled it, and I should have pulled it and put it up properly, because it just ended up a nightmare for me, for people, confusing people. What do you mean it's another body, this and that? And then you bring out your story, your breaking story. You were not the only other person who bounced off that this is you believe it's Antonio. Somebody else I won't name believes it's someone else. They're bouncing off on a different kind of person. So like some people, it's up for interpretation. We talked about this. Everybody can interpret things differently. I can have a perspective differently. I can show you a color orange and you might see it different than me. You see what I'm saying? So I just kind of have to have clarification, sir, that I am, you know, if I have to present something in court, I don't want it to be an embarrassment for anyone. I just want to, you know, make sure that the presentation isn't on grounds that is false narrative.
Okay. Now, can you give me the same grounds that I gave you to reiterate?
Of course, you don't have to ask me that. You don't have to ask. You don't have to ask me. Of course, you have the feather.
Okay, first you said, I just want to, you know, kind of touch on one of the things you said. Older people think slower, but you had a guy named Einstein at the age of 60 who could run laps around young Harvard students. So if your mind thinks you think slower at an older age, I'll let your mind think you think slower at an older age.
I never mentioned.
See, you're not giving me space. You're not giving me space. I asked for it.
Sorry.
You don't even have to say sorry, Queen. I'm still call you Queen. Anyway, in the original, in the beginning, I said, your information. See, look, my videos have been put into a packet and given to the proper people. You know what I'm saying? The proper lawyers or whatever. So I said, if they look at it and decide to use your information, they will contact you. Now, if it has discrepancies in it, okay. If it has discrepancies in it, then it will not be used. Of course, it will not be used. Why would they take something in there with, you know, that can't be used?
Okay.
But, go ahead.
No, that's fair enough. Like the way you came out is you came out gangbusters.
You didn't give me no space. But
oh, sorry. I thought you were finished. I thought, okay, tell me when you want to have the feather.
Look, okay, you gonna have to. He sat back and let you get your whole spiel, so you gonna let him finish it. Let it finish the whole thought out. Let him get through saying what he gonna say, then you respond.
Yes.
And trust me, I'm not gonna be long as you, Tay. I'm gonna let you go longer than me. I'm not the type of person. I'm gonna let you go longer. You know what I'm saying? But what I don't realize is how somebody can come make a whole video about it being somebody older in a freezer and then recant that statement. I just don't understand that. You know what I'm saying? And you said you had your discrepancies and stuff like that. Then you said you couldn't even go back and change your title on your video, which every YouTuber in here, I'm pretty sure it's probably about 10 YouTubers in here in the midst of everybody right now. We know that we can go back and change our title at any given moment. The only way they will probably not let you change the title is if you get a strike and they put that video in a chamber or somewhere like where you can't mess with it. That's the only way, but your video is still up and you can go and change the title whenever you feel like it. Anybody who provided good intel, anybody who gave us a tip, anybody's video we used in our packet that will be used in court, you will be compensated, and you will be compensated really good. Will your video be used in court, Taylor? I don't know.
Why would they compensate me?
Because it's your work. Oh, but but it's up in the air if yours will be used, and I do not know. I'm not the lawyer. I'm not the legal side of it. I don't know. I'm only doing what I started doing on YouTube, and they even gave me the green light to keep doing what I'm doing on YouTube. So while everybody's focused on what Chosen doing on YouTube, they already got the indictments and stuff. And to be honest, a lot of people have been indicted. That's why y'all don't see them on YouTube. I can name a couple names of some people who already have been indicted. That's why y'all don't see them no more.
What do you mean indicted? What's that mean? Indicted?
You don't know what indicted means?
I know it. I think I know, but it's a French word. Is that? Actually, I don't understand the Canadian.
It's an English terminology word. Indicted. It's not French.
No, I'm saying what
Indicted
She
is
wants
not
to know
French.
the French. If the equivalent of it in French is when charges have been filed against someone, and
Thank you.
it's gone for a little further than just getting arrested. We're about to take it to trial. She's
Okay, thank you. Okay,
she's
thank you.
Canadian chosen, like
Okay.
I'm French
slice slow.
Canadian,
Yeah, my
so
bad,
some
my bad, my bad.
words I don't understand in English.
I'm terribly. I'm sorry about that. My bad. Excuse me
Okay,
for that.
okay.
All right, but a lot of
You
people you
got
don't see them.
you got any receipts on all that stuff you saying, bro?
I got it, bro. Look, a lot of people you don't see or hear no more, bro. They just poof, they vanished, bro, because they are. It's going in process. It's happening. It's happening.
Okay, so that answers the question that we talked about a few hours ago. Where are all these people gone?
Yeah. You see. Thank
Yeah,
you.
we did discuss that. No, I did discuss it. We just discussed about, where are all these people? Because I was sincerely worried, with hearing about OTE being killed, and some people disappearing. I wondered, I just wanted to know if their welfare and well-being is okay. And some people have gone off YouTube, maybe that there are various reasons. But I just, because this is such a crazy case in so many ways, you just never know. You just never know if people were harmed in any way. All I want to know is that these people are safe. That's all. If they've been charged with stuff, then so be it. Then that's great. I got word too that there was someone charged, and no one believed me when I said it. Like, no one believed me, like that somebody was charged, right? So okay.
Yeah, you're on the
So
right track. And what's scary about this, though, Tay? About
yeah,
this
there's
whole
a lot of
situation.
scary things, and that's why I don't know what to say.
What really scares
Anyway.
me is it's some big dogs at work right here, y'all. It's some
I
big
know
dogs.
that, and we've been
And
discussing that.
I'm gonna put together a YouTube video to show y'all exactly who they put where at certain times, man. I'm talking about it all lines up. Um, and the thing is, not just Dimples and Antonia, man. Look, they killed. Listen, I don't know what kind of satanic ritual type thing they had going on between the 6th and the 10th, but they killed a lot of people, man. This thing is scary, bro. They killed a lot of people, man.
Okay, so let's just go on that thought, all right? So here you're trying to ask me to, be straight up, put out the facts, and that's what I want to do. I really do. And I've been talking to the panel, and I've got even backup. I've told everybody, and I don't care if you want to do this too. When I upload that video and I'm exposing it, because I gave Miss Teresa and her attorneys plenty of time to come forward, because I have information now that's very important, and I just don't put out a lame email to anyone. I mean, if she wants to know what she's screaming out, what she wants to know, and I've got that information, why hasn't she reached out since December 6th? And then I FedExed her the information on December 9th, and I put out a PSA. Went into private chat, talked to a bunch of people, some of them present here today on our panel, and I said, I just don't know what to do. So I thought about it, and I said, I'm going to give an opportunity to put out a PSA. It's on my Facebook. It's been shared. It's been, and it's still no reach. So I, in my head, thought I am going to, and I discussed this earlier, I am going to forward my findings to some appropriate channels, and I've got we're going to have some private conversations through the groups that I've met tonight. They're also going to help me to direct where to send the findings, because I'm Canadian, and so I need to know some of your American people, because we did discuss all sorts of head people, because my main thing is what I don't understand is why your chief of police have not got involved in this. Okay, never mind about FBI. I don't get that, because in Canada that's unheard of. If something goes wrong in our little umbrella police forces all around, because we got them too, right? But if something goes wrong, especially like this, our chief is going to intervene, and I don't understand why the chief of the police has not intervened. And that's
now,
yes.
Let's think real logical here, right? Real logical. Say that statement you just said, the last statement you just said.
I don't know why the chief of the police does not intervene.
And I think.
Because I can think because, you know, it's a dinner thing that's going on. We use now new a code. We now say certain things are dinner, certain things are dessert. We call certain people's bouncers now. We've got new words because our YouTubes are getting pulled down, and I'm about to upload a video that is booming. Now I want to say this. So here I've got the information. They might use it, but the thing is like you said, it's bigger. It's huge what I'm going to expose. Okay. Now somebody else also helped me put the puzzle together, and I'm not going to name the person's name. They know that I'm doing this. We're working together on it. But now I'm exposing something really huge, and it's not that I'm retracting. Right now, I just don't know how to handle it because it is what it is huge, and we all agree. We don't have to speak or mention it, but you're right. Everybody is right at what is going on, and I will agree with you. But how do now I bring that forth to the public? Like, should I bring it forth to the public? You know, should I just work with some people and we do it as citizens, like, you know, and file or whatever we have because we have the right? I will let you know because I discussed it before. I made a phone call to find out how many citizens have filed a complaint or anything. None. The only thing they had is, oh, we have one person with findings, and guess whose findings it was? Mine. We've got 800,000 people viewing, and not one person has filed a complaint ever. Not one person out of 800,000 people, because I think it was either World or somebody calculated out how many people have been observing this. Why hasn't one person filed to the police department or to anyone? That's what the police are there for, or filed a tip or filed a complaint. You know, no one. Why have the witnesses? Why is everybody running to YouTube and not to the police? I don't get it.
Right. I feel what you're saying. I understand what you're saying. Some people are doing leg work. Some people are just sitting idle. But listen, let's go back to what you said originally.
Or is it a fear? It's a scary thing, hon.
Well, I mean, but if you got fear, you shouldn't be in this. You shouldn't be.
No, I know. No, because I've lived in the business of that. But you know what we're talking about. And I mean, if you're willing to take that up, I'm not willing to lose my life. I'm going into retirement. I've got kids and I want to see my grandbabies.
I am. I don't care about
then you know what? You can have all of my stuff and you can take credit for it. Just don't say it comes from me. If that's what you want to do, I'll give it to you.
Can we go back to when you said why the chief of police? Say that part again. Say that part again.
Oh, don't record it and mock me. You better not, because we made a promise, no recording.
Say that part again.
Button free, man. The like button free. Y'all like the damn video, man. There's about 200 people in here. We got down 3 likes, man. Like the damn video. Sorry, man. Y'all go ahead.
No, I don't want him
Everybody with
recording
green
us.
hearts, put a thumbs up. Everybody with green hearts, put a thumbs up. Hey, listen. Go back to what you said about the chief of police or whatever you said. Whatever that was.
The chief of the police, I don't understand why. I know the Chicago police people, and I know some of the policemen who work there. I got friends in the police force. I respect them totally. They've got the toughest, besides Detroit and a few other places. They have a very tough job, and they
Just say that line again. Just say that line. Just say that line.
Why is the chief of police not getting involved? Why have the chief of police allowed Rosemount to do this?
Now, before you
my
talk,
head would be chopped off. If I put a file up and showed you evidence of one of my cases, my head would be chopped off and I wouldn't have a career. How is that possible for your police department to allow private findings, to go on a site?
Think.
I have been thinking. We've been thinking for 8 hours. I'm not going to have you make me a puppet of you. Okay? You got my message. Now what's your point?
You just said, why haven't the chief of police said anything? Why do you think he hasn't said anything?
Not say anything, intervene. It's different.
Why
Saying is one thing.
Why do you think he hasn't? Why do you think?
Because he's in on it? Don't tell me that.
Is that a rhetorical question, or you really want me to answer that?
It's a rhetorical question, because I don't believe that a chief of police would be involved in what you're thinking.
Well, what kind of fairy tale world do you live in? If we have people in this the presidency and all that in the White House that will actually stage some planes run into a building, don't you think a chief of police would cover something? Listen, this right here was supposed to be the biggest heist of the century. What I mean by heist is it's like they ran into a bank. The bank was open. There was no officers there. Nothing. The bank was open. Money was right there in the lobby, and they all went in there, ran in there, and got what they wanted. That was the type of heist they planned for 2017. But we, as YouTubers, we intervened. We could.
Who
We
intervened?
We all as YouTubers, everybody, all the YouTubers, we stopped their plan, they master plan that they had for 2017. It was a big heist, and big names
How
were
did
in
we
on it.
stop it? How did we stop it?
Because we're draining them dry. We're draining them dry.
In what way? No, we're not. They're going to still deliver whatever they want. They're just going to relocate. They don't think nothing about it. They're not worried about us. We can sit there and brainstorm all we want. They're still going to do business.
Them.
Business doesn't stop.
I'm saying we're taking them down. I'm saying we're taking them down, but you're saying that they're doing good.
I'm not saying they're doing good.
You just said that. You said they're going to keep doing what they want to do. They're doing good. We ain't stopping nothing. YouTubers ain't stopping nothing.
Because you're saying we're bringing them down and we're stumping them. How?
We are. We're stunting what the big heist that they tried to pull off with Andrew Holmes and all these deputies and all that. What they did, they got there to pull off the big heist of the century, and we slowing it down. I don't know about you, but we, all the YouTubers who have dug into this,
because I've just been on board. But so
okay, well, you're right. Well, you're right. You haven't stopped anything. You just got on board. You're right.
Yeah. So please be careful, because I'm trying to understand a lot of this really quickly. Like everybody's on chapter 30. I'm on like 101, you know? So, bear with me if I do sound ignorant and all that, and I don't understand. I appreciate that you're responding.
Our rhetoric is on different. Our rhetoric is on different planes.
So if I ask you questions, so it's maybe I got to fill in the blanks, because maybe this will help me to my next step, right? Maybe maybe I'll rethink before I upload and just do what I have to do. Whether it stops the heist of what you said, of what we've done, then let me ask you this. Then why in the beginning did they even upload it and bring it to the public? If they wanted the heist to go, why not just keep it quiet? It would have been the perfect crime. Why bring it to the public?
Do you know anything about Satan? I know you said don't bring that Jesus talk. Well, I ain't gonna bring the Jesus talk to you. I'm gonna bring Satan.
Of course, I know about Satan, but it's an energy. It's an energy that you choose to take on.
I have not been able to get out a single line without you cutting me off, yo. Listen, Satan is the opposite of everything that God is. He's also cocky. So they did this blatantly in our face. And you've already agreed that they tampered with the freezer footage and pictures. You agreed to that. They put this in our face like, look what we've been doing for all these years. Sex trafficking, pedophilia rings, sex rings. What you gonna do about it?
But I don't know about that. But I don't know about this. All I know is they fucked around with the picture.
They messed around with conscious people. That's what they did. They didn't think the conscious community was this woke. And I'm talking about all the YouTubers who've been searching. I'm talking about
they're trying to figure out who is woke. They're trying to figure out who is woke.
But they figured out the hard way.
They figured out the hard way? Your accent. Okay, sorry. It's your accent. I just wanted to make sure I heard right.
I said hard way. Even if I'm in England and I say hard way, they know what I'm talking about. My accent have nothing to do with what I just said. I said they figured out the hard way. Even if you're from Bangladesh, you should understand what I'm saying right there.
That's an assumption.
Why are you so offensive? And the only thing I'm telling you is the YouTubers have helped consciously stop the biggest lick in the last century from actually reaching its climax. Now, they did get a little money.
In your opinion?
In my opinion.
Thank you.
In my opinion. Tell me something I presented that was just so totally false, and we can go from there.
I already...
Take your time. Take your time. Take your time.
False? I'm trying to remember. Let me just go to my YouTubes.
Take your time. Take your time. Take your time. You got the floor.
All right. Let me just set. I don't know. I just want to make sure I am correct at what I am debunking you on. I don't want to. Okay. So as you know, that I debunked your Antonio. I made a video on it.
Okay, how?
Okay. I do not believe that Barbara Evans' daughter is in Kanika's casket.
Okay, so let's go back.
And let me just see if I have anything else on you.
Go ahead. Anything else?
Hold on. I think I put one on Facebook too. I don't know if it was about you, but let me just double check. The reason why you didn't see that is because I think I blocked you until we figure things out.
Wow.
Well, it's only because I think, you know, I have my reasons of blocking people because I got striked for comments and stuff like that of people, and I didn't know who it was, so I just blocked a whole bunch of people who might be haters of me or whatever. But anyways, okay, so
any other YouTubers did you block besides me? I'm the only YouTuber.
yes. Oh yes. Oh yes. So the other one, I'll be honest with you, and you'll see this in 2 days when I get my strike lifted, because I had a video taken down because of conflict of people. There's a new rule in, at least with me, maybe because I'm new, but apparently if people have battles amongst themselves in any way, let's say, you know, there isn't such a thing of agree to disagree, but if somebody gets really nasty amongst somebody else, they'll make a complaint that they've got verbally abused or whatever. So they struck me. So with the strike, which was on December 17th, it's lifted in 2 weeks. So we've got a few more days before I can upload. So what I decided to do is I've been doing my downloads on Facebook since then. All right. So I'm being upfront with you. You're not my Facebook friend. I don't even know where you are on Facebook. You know, everybody has to add me because, to be honest, I don't even know how to add somebody. I really don't. You know, I'm so new to all of this. Like, you know, it's crazy. Like, people are waving to me. I made a status. Why are people waving to me? Like, so anyways, the one other one I had to debunk was your grave tour. Okay, so you're about to be. You're gonna.
Can we take apart one at a time? You said.
Yeah. So I debunked you on both of them because.
Okay. Well,
I'll tell you why. You know, let me ask you. Let me have the feather for 1 second. Okay, just take a breath.
Not the whole chicken.
Well, you asked me a question, and I'm trying to be very upfront with you, okay? So what I want to ask you in this, because I probably wouldn't have maybe debunked you, but there was one thing that bothered me a lot, because, you know, I had mentioned in my previous episodes on this on Pocket Changes show, is what we were planning to do was we were planning a wreath on Kanika's grave for Christmas, okay? And so I had some people that agreed that we'll all put the funding in. The wreath was going to cost $179. I found the florist that was near the florist. You know, I talked to the florist. She, you know, I talked amongst the people. You know, it's $179, and the florist said what everybody can do is contribute $1 to them, so it wouldn't come to me; it would go to them. But we have to have almost 2 weeks notice to make the wreath. So I then was coming up to Christmas, and it was maybe a week and a half ago. I won't name the person's name in the that helped me. And I said, but I have a problem. I don't know the plot number. Okay, she's asking me for the plot number. So we kind of dug, and the person dug. We went to the because I don't have that information, you know. And so what we did is, but I didn't know.
We have
okay, that's fine, but I don't know you. Okay, I only know this other person.
If I had but you're gonna debunk that, but you don't have it.
But let me finish. So what happened was, anyways, make a long story short, I never was able to get the plot number, and nor were other people. So I found it so awesome in a way that you got it, and so So I'm thinking, how did Mr. C or Mr. Chosen or whatever you want to be called get the plot number when nobody can get it, including official like me?
God.
Okay, well, that's great. God gave you a gift. Okay, so
Jesus Christ to die for the sins of the world. He's the one who allowed us to walk into the information.
Okay, but this is This is my problem, okay?
Not screaming
And
loud.
you know, maybe I'll have to eat crow if I'm wrong, and I will apologize with you if this is the case. So what
And
I did is,
I'll put a little salt on it. I'll put a little salt on your face a little better. Go ahead.
but so what ended up happening was I started to, what I did was I went to the news people who were at her funeral and noticed the news guy was at the funeral and all that. So I reached out to him to try and get the plot number. I had other people reaching out to him to get the plot number, couldn't get it, right? So I'm
Did you
thinking, you know,
pray? Did you pray and fast before you look for the plot number?
I don't do that.
Exactly. And we found it. We prayed, we fast, and God led us to it.
Okay, so this
The
is my
exact
problem.
place.
There's a conflict of interest, and you haven't seen my video, but there's a conflict of interest between A and B. The conflict of interest is this. At the funeral, if you look at the funeral footage of Teresa, of when she's burying Kanika, it's completely different. And I really, you know, and so what I did was I compared the apples and
No,
the
it isn't.
oranges.
No, it isn't. That burial
Let me,
site when they let the doves out, we compared both images. We actually went out there ourselves. We compared both
it
sceneries.
hasn't to do with the images, it
It's the
has to do
same
with the whole
scenery.
environment.
It's the same
Uh,
scenery. It's snow.
I,
It would
I,
be snow in one, and it's not snow in the other one. That's the only thing. But
you
we could debunk it. If you want us to show the comparisons in the video, we will show you. When they let the doves out to the place that we went, it's the same place. We will show you the same trees. We will show you the same
Well,
everything.
that's what my video is all about. I put side by side and I tell everybody, watch the trees, watch this. And now watch what chosen is because you panned. And I said, is there a difference? And I didn't debunk you in a way. All I said is, what do you think, people? So I shouldn't really use the word debunk.
Okay,
I'm
well you
saying,
didn't
what do you
debunk. Okay, you
what
didn't debunk. Okay, you didn't debunk.
okay, no, I didn't debunk. I said
All right.
what the title is this. Grave conflicts, okay? Because I
Okay.
don't know what the
Mhm.
truth is. I don't know if Teresa is pulling our
Well,
leg
if you don't know what
or
the truth
what.
is,
Let me finish.
don't put yourself out on a limb. Don't put yourself out on a limb to
But
try
but
to
I
debunk.
need
You know,
to because if this is just some game, I don't want to be involved in no game. I'm not, you know, here for a game.
well, get
So
out.
what there
Well,
was one thing I started off with.
get
The
out.
one thing I wished you did. I really wished you did is when you were
What you
there,
wish I
it's
did.
I wish you stood at the marker. That's really, really, really what I wish. I wish so much that you stood at the marker. You drove by one. I've even stopped it and I can't get the whole number compared to your number. But there's a marker right in front of her supposed grave of where you laid the flowers, but you didn't do a marker. So when I compared and all that, I'm going, damn, there's a grave
Tay,
conflict.
Tay,
And that's all I'm
Tay.
saying. It's a grave conflict.
Why are you fighting truth?
I'm not fighting truth. That's your
You're
truth.
fighting truth harder than I've ever seen anybody fight it, man. Do you think I would walk around here and we would go to a just a random grave and say that this is where Anthony is buried? Do you think? Do you think? Look, you can say yes or no if you want to. Do you think we would go to that magnitude? My page, my YouTube page isn't monetized. I cannot monetize my YouTube page. They say what I talk about can never get my page monetized. I can show you the email.
I don't know
Do you
what that
think I
means,
would
monetized.
monetizing when you get paid per views or ads for your
Oh,
YouTube videos? I can't get that ever for my Chosen King 2 channel. So do you think I would go to an extent to pull off a ploy and make people think I'm at the gravesite of Antonia Evans, where they supposedly buried Kanika, do all of that just for views that I'm not even... Look, if I was getting paid and I was a scammer and a shyster, yeah, I would do that. Get 100,000 views. Tell these people that this is what Kanika... Let me tell you something that's so crazy.
but
Like, hold on, listen to me. You had the feather, you had the duck, you had the cow, the chicken, everything in your hand for like so long. Let me say this. This is what's so crazy. As soon as we put the video up of where Antonia Evans is buried, guess who went out to that gravesite? Because they didn't even know where she was buried.
I don't know who.
Onifa and Shamaya. If you go
No,
on
they went out the night before,
no,
didn't they?
well, no, they went after. They went after we put the video up.
What was the date that you went to visit the grave?
You know everything, right? You tell us what's the date.
No, you didn't tell us the date. You just uploaded a video. That's all. I don't know the date that you went there.
You tell us.
I don't know the date you went there. How do I know when you went and drove there? I don't even know you live near there. I don't know nothing.
The same day we got the footage, we put it up.
Okay,
like
so you were
now you go back and look at the video.
were out that morning. So you went out that morning. So that's your fresh.
And let me tell you
so
this.
are those your
Let me tell you
footprints?
this.
Are those your footprints?
Are those our footprints? Listen, let me tell you this, right? That boy Andrew, that boy A&R Leaks is so cold. He's so cold that nobody would know. We showed Shamaya and Monifa where the burial site was. Why you think you never seen the video of Shamaya and Monifa going to the site until we posted the video?
Hey, how can anyone know when you didn't put post up the marker? If you had to put the post of the marker, that wreath would have been on her grave from the whole community.
All right,
I would have been able to do it. That's all you had to do. You had to just, you know.
Oh my God, man! Look, man, I don't care. Look, hey, let's go to the freezer pics and how you said it's not her. Okay, we already put that in the can right there, man. We put up what a lady said, the marker, everything. People who actually have been there, you know what I'm saying, will know what we're talking about. That's why Shamaya was able to actually go out there for the first time.
But I thought, did she go to the funeral?
Kanika. Exactly.
So why wouldn't she know where it is? Why should she need your video to go to the grave if she already knows where it is?
Because, man, A&R Leaks. He pulled the shiesty move, man. That's what I'm trying to tell you. He pulled the switcheroo. See, A&R Leaks. Listen, A&R Leaks doesn't trust nobody. He's done this before, and the least amount of people who know what he's doing, he's fine with it.
I don't know what you're talking about.
A lot of people, but I'm not here to give you
information. Who pulled a switcheroo?
Let's go back to the freezer. Let's go back to the freezer.
No, you bring up stuff. You need to
listen. I just told you.
You told me a name. So who is that man? I don't know who that man is. Is he the grave man?
Well,
is he the
you're right. You're right. You're on season 100. You're on season 100. We're on season 800. You're right. You said it before. We're on season 800. You're on 100. So of course you wouldn't know. But let's go to the freezer pics. You say you did 2 debunks. Let's go to the freezer pics.
No, sorry, I have to retract. I have to retract. I only did 1 debunk. I have to retract on the grave one, okay? So the grave one is not a debunk. It's a conflict of interest to me, just personally me.
Okay, well, it's not a debunk. Well, let's go see your actual debunk. Let's talk about your actual debunk of her in the freezer, about Anthony in the freezer. Let's talk about that.
Okay.
Okay, now, if I told you, because you know we got more pictures of Anthony that we haven't released. And we haven't released them strategically. We haven't released them. What if I told you we had bikini pictures, beach pictures of Antonia with the exact same stretch marks as the person in the freezer? Now I'm gonna stop right there. I ain't gonna give you no more. What if I told you that I could show you a picture of Antonia with the exact same stretch marks? I'm talking about no deviations. They going across her body, right there by the hip, the same way. And then I could show you a recent beach picture of Kanika with no stretch marks by the hip area. What would you say then?
I need to ask you a question. Did you show?
That first. You ask me the question.
That means nothing to me. I want to know
that
if
means
Mama.
Nothing to you. Wow, that means nothing to you.
Because
why are you on this case? Why are you even on this case? I'll tell you. Why? You came in season 100. You're still on season 100. You even admitted that you're on season 100.
Did Mama see the pictures of me doing the body? Did she look and say, when I did the findings that you say that they may use in court, did Mama Evans see that body and say that's her daughter? When she looked at my video, did she able to identify? Can she identify her dead girl's body? Because if she can, get Miss Evans to look at some pictures and come on live, and I will show in front of everybody. If this is her daughter, I will release these pictures, but she's got to let us all know if that's her daughter, because she should know her body, her daughter's body.
Yeah, let you know.
So when she looked at my body pictures, did she say that's her daughter? That's all I'm asking. She looked at that body picture that you are submitting, that is a body double. Is it because she says that's her daughter? Is that?
Hey, you ain't on season 100. You on season 5. Cause how in the world you ain't heard Miss Barbara say that that's her daughter? You on season 5, and I'm done with this convo. I love your work. Continue to do what you do. May God bless you, and I give you Godspeed. I'm done, man. You don't know what you're talking about.
Okay.
You don't know what you're talking about.
Okay.
At all. It's
because
so
I'm not
behind.
siding from you.
You don't even know who A&R Leaks is. How don't you know who A&R Licks
Hey,
is?
excuse me, brother. Excuse me, Tay. Hey, but once y'all get through with this tag team right here, I got a couple questions I want to ask you too, cause I ain't upset about nothing. I just want to know a few things. I got a few things in question, and I've been reading a few comments as well. So if that ain't a problem, cause this done went all the way left. This done went all the way left.
I can't talk with nobody, bro, or world news who don't know who A&R Leaks is, who don't know who Andrew Holmes is, but they only want to just stick a knife in you at certain points. I can't talk to people like that, and I can't talk to people who don't realize that the country's YouTube community is the ones who have stopped this big lick from happening, bro.
But you just said I might have solved my case, so you're contradicting yourself. If I don't know anything, then how come if I don't know nothing, but yet I solved the case? That's what you opened up with, and it's on record, and Pocket Change has us on it, and there's a lot of witnesses in the room. What you said was, I cut the case, I broke the case with my findings.
Listen, what even
so now you're saying I don't need to know people.
Listen, what I'm about to say. Even Napoleon Dynamite can tell you the difference between a $5 bill and a $1 bill. Does that mean he a genius? No. I've only said that you might not know nothing, but the little bit that you did come across may be used for further investigation. Or it may not, because it has a lot of flaws in it. As you said. Yeah. As you said, it has flaws in it. So you can take your flawed work and everything back to the grave. Or the cave. My bad, not grave, cave. Back to the cave, all right? I love you from afar, Tay. Your presentation on the freezer thing was very intricate. I liked it. I even put it in a packet.
Yeah, I know.
If it is to be used in the future, they will contact you and they will compensate you, Queen. Okay?
Will? All right. Will contact you?
Okay. Hold on, Chosen King, before you get up out of here, right quick, right? Like I say,
I'm just trying to look for my battery pack.
Let me get 1 second, because you know what I mean. I'm not gonna cut you off anything. I'm pretty sure, respectively, you're not gonna cut me off. Okay, no. This is the thing. Okay, this is what I got right here, bro. Okay, I seen in the comments somebody was inquiring about the person who actually went to the grave. So the person that went to the grave that recorded.
And please, and say, hold on 1 second, bro. My bad. I did not mean to cut you off. I would not cut you off no more. I promise you. Tay, can you please zip it? This is with me and World now, just out of respect, because you've had your chance.
I'm muted on mic, bro. Go ahead. Y'all go ahead.
All right. Thank you, bro. World, go ahead, bro. And I will totally respect you, bro. I know you're going to give me the same. Go ahead.
No doubt, bro. No doubt. Okay, this is the science right here. Okay, like people were saying that when they viewed the video footage of, somebody that went to the gravesite where, Antonia or whoever that's in that gravesite, whoever went there. So the thing about it is, like, that I read, like, in a group or whatever, they was saying, like, well, damn, it seemed like that you had called somebody, you know what I'm saying, and sent them there, and they went there and recorded that, because it wasn't no audio. Like, we didn't hear, like, no grass crunching on no boots on the ground or no shit. Like what's going on with that part?
First of all, I have to say, people are very, very meticulous about anything you put out, bro. Right. You could put out, look. I could put out footage of me actually going in the freezer and seeing them put the wig on Antonia Evans. Watching them, I'm recording them. They putting the wig on Antonia Evans. Somebody come out and say, nah, you photoshopped that, or nah, you did that 3 years ago. People are so meticulous word about whatever you put out. We play audio at the beginning of that video where the lady at the funeral home told us the plot section, the plot number, and the grave number that you have to go to for that section. Everything. Okay. Now, just out of respect, but we didn't give the name of the cemetery, just so people wouldn't flood out there, and you know what I'm saying? Because we know this is Antonia in there, bro. We know this is Antonia in there. Just out of respect, but a lot of people in Chicago knew what we were talking about. Hence, Shemaya and Monifa. They knew exactly. So they went there, bro. They went there within like about 10 hours after we posted that video, but they went to the gravesite.
So you saying that? So, pardon me. So you saying Shemaya and Monifa, women, I mean, little girls, teens rather, no disrespect, but teens, who were affiliated and who were friends with Kanika, supposedly loved Kanika, hung with her and the whole nine. So you saying that not even them, they didn't know after attending the funeral? I guess a few of them, friends or whatever, cousins or whatnot, attended the funeral. So you saying that no one knew where this gravesite was at except for you?
Let me tell you, bro, we contacted everybody, right? We contacted everybody from P. Rico, the activists that were there, Andrew, all of them, bro. People who were there directly, bro. We got in contact with some people who got in contact with some people. Nobody knew where it was, bro. And we like, dang, that's strange. How nobody know where this body is at? How?
Right.
Unless they
So
did unless they did some type of trickery, some type of switcheroo. You know, once you lead and we pull the body up, we're gonna take it somewhere else. You know what I'm saying?
So
But I find it, my bad, bro. Go ahead.
so what you were saying that like in reference to there being undoubted, switcheroo, okay, I got reason to believe because I wasn't there, you wasn't there, wasn't no damn body on this chat, they wasn't there either. As far as when the person actually, what I'm saying, was placed in the funeral home, cremation shop, flower shop, A&R leaks, wherever the hell that they went to. But we know without a shadow of a doubt that something does occupy that box, and like that's what we're standing on right now. We don't know exactly who. We don't know who it is. Do we know? I mean, because if we just hey, look,
It's
brother.
Anthony Evans. It's Anthony
Right,
Evans, bro.
right, okay, all right. I'm gonna let you produce the receipts for that because this is what I'm saying. I'm saying I have reason to believe that something occupies that damn casket. Now, what I'm saying is now by you saying without a shadow of a doubt that it's Antonia Evans, how do you know? Were you there? I mean, how do you know without a shadow of a doubt that that's Antonia Evans in that casket?
Because of everything we compiled, bro. Look, I'm gonna tell you like this, our world. You know too, bro, because you sound like a very, very smart guy, bro. Somebody who uses logic, somebody who's very intellectual. You know we can't put everything on YouTube. Do you agree?
Right.
If we was to play our whole entire hand on YouTube, I just gave y'all one important piece that we haven't put on YouTube. I said, what if I could show you a beach bikini picture of Antonia Evans with the same stretch marks, zoomed in, zoomed out, filtered, whatever, same exact stretch marks of the person in the freezer? What would you say then? Now, if I could tell you that, then that lets you know that it's a lot of stuff we cannot bring to YouTube, bro. But if I sit here and I tell you I'm not a gullible person, I don't ride with anything, I use my intellect and I pray to the Father before I make a move, I don't bring anything to people. Just anything, just lay myself out there on the line, just put anything out there. If I'm telling you this is Antonia Evans, bro, in there, bro, it is her in there, bro, without a shadow of a doubt.
Okay, so then what if I turned around right now while we having this discussion without a shadow of a doubt, and then I'm telling you that I have reason to believe that this whole demonstration within itself is botched, it's superficial, it was a reenactment throughout pictures that I followed on Facebook from Sincerely Neem posts that was deleted, as well as mutual friends and cousins, etc., that know this girl that we have come to believe that her name is Kanika Jenkins. I'm not falling for that, bro. I'm not
Okay,
falling.
okay.
I'm
Bet.
not
I see where you're coming from. I see where you're coming from. Okay, so if you're gonna tell me, if you're gonna
hold on.
okay, go ahead.
Hold on. What I'm saying is, I'm not being implicated to anything by me saying that I have reason to believe, because just like when you dealing with religion, a religion is based on beliefs and not what you know. It's just on beliefs and is based solely off of faith. So I have faith. I have reason to believe that throughout the context of everything that's happened, I feel like within itself that not only is this a reenactment, but I feel like that this was done even weeks, if not months before that we actually seen it when the reenactment took place by way of the age differential of Kanika Jenkins from her body shape, etc., etc. Then what would you say?
Listen, I'm telling you this. We know why they said Kanika, in quotation marks, was 19 years old. We're going to get to that later. Y'all going to see why they said she was 19. Wait, hold your horses. Be patient. It's coming out. Another thing is, too, why did a cremation place that's about 45 minutes from Rosemont say that they had Kanika, in quotation marks, possessions for 15 seconds? Why did he say that?
The reason why, okay, now I have reason to believe because I'm not saying anything about it being right or wrong. I'm saying I got reason to believe because I wasn't motherfucking there. So this is what I'm saying, right? The reason why it was stated within those 15 seconds because within the video footage, when Lenora was looking down at the floor and Teresa was out there and whoever that cop was, undoubtedly that was a damn sergeant that had that jacket on, looked like he went to flight school or some shit. The fucked up military haircut or whatever. Okay, boom. When they were standing there, when you notice on the footage after Roland Weiss got through fucking.
We already counted.
Okay.
It wasn't 15 seconds in the end right there, bro. It was
No.
Did you count it? Did you count it? I see. I knew he was gonna go there. I thought you were gonna go there, world.
No. What I'm saying is I haven't made to the point. See, like me and you talking right now, it's not one of them things like I'm trying to prove you wrong. This is just me and you asked me a question, so now you're gonna let me answer the question. So this is what I'm telling you. When they went through there, when Roland Weiss went down through the cafeteria area, and he was standing like right there at the door, that paper that he came back with, when when Teresa supposedly signed over to get the property and all this or whatever, I feel like within itself right there, she had already signed over unknowingly the rights to that body, and that's why Roland Weiss is the one who actually was handling. Because you didn't see no damn body from AR Leaks come as no fucking coroner, and we all know that. And it wasn't no two damn women. It wasn't no Kristen Everinga, and it wasn't no damn Kirsten E. Howell because she a damn actress. So that's what I'm talking about. So that's within the damn 15 seconds.
Whoa, hold on. She an actress?
Maybe short of the neck. Yeah, maybe short of the neck. So all that other stuff, right? That's just some corroborated stuff. I know that, and you know that. So if I sit here and I say, without a shadow of a doubt, that's motherfucking Solange's nose in the casket, how the fuck I'm gonna say that? I don't have no damn proof. If we standing in court, you standing in court trying to say some shit like that, talking about it's Antonia Evans, they gonna look at you like you fucking crazy. What proof do you have, brother? What proof do you have? When was you there? Was you taking the pictures? Are you interconnected?
Okay. So now I feel like. So I feel like you're getting defensive now. See, I thought we were on the same plane. Now it's like you're getting defensive, bro. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Like this, bro.
So I already had to deal with Miss Lady in the Shoe, and now I gotta have you coming in my neck like that, bro.
Bro, ain't nobody coming at your neck. Don't nobody care nothing about you recording nothing or none of that. You asked me a question. Now I'm asking you a question. I got irate because I'm energetic like that. You understand what I'm saying? My kundalini done rose because I'm ready to get down to it, bro. With all this extra stuff and all this, where's the receipts that you saying that that's Antonia Evans in that casket? Where the receipts at?
Where's your receipts that it ain't?
My receipt says I got reason to believe, and every other motherfucking video that I done made, that's the proof of my receipts right there.
Reason to believe is not a receipt. Reason to believe is not a receipt.
I'm gonna kill this shit, bro. Y'all can't goddamn, you know what I'm saying? Just goddamn keep.
But I'm just saying, bro. Reason to believe ain't a receipt, bro. Reason to believe ain't a receipt, bro. That's all I'm saying.
Hey, look, Chosen, and you know what, brother? I respect your views to the fullest. I respect them to the fullest. Now, what you said about the 15 seconds, okay, I produced that by showing you what I had reason to believe. Now, as far as what you're saying, as far as someone being in the casket, I'm just asking you now on a cordial level, how do you know, without a shadow of a doubt, newspaper article that you done read, that that's Antonia Evans in that casket?
What's up, bro?
That's what I'm asking.
All right, hold on. All right. What you on the speaker, bro?
Okay.
To me, bro, they wasting your time, bro. Because anybody with common sense can see. Everybody that's so, especially this dude you just talking to, he sound like a keyboard gangster. We out here on the fucking streets every day.
What is this?
They coming up with these Disneyland ass theories. It sounds like they just trying to trick you on a panel to just play games like they known for doing. Bro, I wouldn't get them people 2 more seconds. Because listen, brother, you could be on a panel, you could be on somebody else's panel having a decent conversation with them or a serious conversation with somebody that's really trying to get some justice. Bro, they combat everything you saying. They didn't call you on a panel
to have no decent conversation. Yeah. And that's all I came from.
Hey, hold up. Let me speak. Hey, let me speak. Man. It's my platform. Let me speak. I called him in a bit of Hey, man. Let me talk.
Yeah,
what the hell? Why is all that screaming?
Look, bro, I called this man up here to have a decent conversation. I haven't interjected or none of that. You know what I'm talking about? And I wanted to be respectful. Right. You know what I'm saying? From both ends. You know what I'm talking about? Yo, let's go ahead and follow up.
Right. Okay.
But I play the game fair, and every time one of them guys come over and trying to disrespect me and all that shit, I'm still in the same spot. Y'all know what time it is.
No doubt.
I came over, I'm talking, bro.
No doubt. Okay, well, this is the thing right here within itself. Is Chosen still in here?
Bro. He already gone, bro. I'm trying to clarify what these dudes just trying to say. Is what I'm saying. That's why I wanted you to get there and keep the shit on the same level. You know what I'm saying? You start getting aggressive, now he want to call to get aggressive. I try to get there and do this shit for the people. What I do is try to bring the information. We're going to battle with the information. We're going to get to the truth, and we're going to battle corruption. If we're going to do this shit with the people, we're going to do this shit with the people. But I ain't got time for nobody to be disrespecting me or listen to no niggas disrespect each other. This me talking.
Well, you know, that's my.
Come on, we're gonna give all that rah. It's about the information, man. At the end of the day, it ain't about no goddamn world. It ain't about no Fed. It's about get us some goddamn justice with this corruption going on with these motherfuckers around here snatching these dinner plates.
Right. And that's exactly that's
everybody together and fighting against the corruption, because at the end of the day, they snatching our ass up off these motherfucking streets. And anybody called Chosen Kino in to try to hem him up or none of that. And at the end of the day, he came over here on his own free will. And nobody called Chosen Kino over here. He came over here on his own free will and get on the panel. So let that be known.
Right.
And that's now, bro. Like 1,000.
Right, and this the thing, right? And this my thing. Like, I didn't call like nobody to get on the phone about anything. This is my thing though. When he was asking about the 15 seconds, and I explained that the reason I got irate because he was, you know what I'm saying, asking them little sarcastic questions. Now he didn't have a problem,
bro. That's like I said, you got to keep that shit on the wrong folks level, bro. So you got irate. Now he got me on the phone trying to get irate, but this is my panel, bro. And like I said, I'm about number truth. I don't give a fuck about none of these YouTube shit. I don't give a fuck about it because it ain't about, at the end of the day, it ain't about. They don't want us YouTubers.
How did this 8 hours turn into chaos?
My point of view is all about the information, man, and what's right and what's factual, and what we can prove and what we gonna do about the corruption in this town, in this city that's harvesting our ass. That's all I'm about. Not trying to get on him. I got niggas around him. If I want to beef and goddamn be gun ho, I got niggas in my own city I can do that shit with. So fuck all that. Y'all niggas don't scare no goddamn body. Fuck that.
Yeah, I ain't even, you know what I'm saying, that shit ain't even run, that shit ain't even motherfucking register. But the thing that I was like was, you know, he was, you know, like real adamant making points to Tay, and she was being very respectful. I was respectful as well. I waited my turn. I stated that initially. I said, brother, you know, I got a lot of respect for you. I like your videos, this and that, because I always wanted to talk to him. So as I was making my point, as he was challenging on what my belief was, and I told him I had only reason to believe, he basically got upset because I was asking him how did he know that in fact that was the lady in the casket and he had no receipts. Clearly he didn't. Everybody that's on the page,
he didn't answer my questions.
He already stayed here going by the stretch marks on the hip. But at the end of the day, can't none one of y'all prove it. So I don't need to none one of y'all getting out of pocket. Just deal with the information.
Right, and that's what I'm saying. That's what I said. Like,
I don't need no niggas trying to battle over some shit that everybody trying to. Don't nobody know at the end of the day until it's proven.
Right,
and that's my way, Chosen way, your way, anybody's way. Until we can come together as a people, my nigga, and go at this information and go at this corruption, my nigga, this shit gonna always happen.
Right,
but ain't nobody goddamn trick Chosen over here. Chosen came over here on his own free will. I ain't telling him to pop up my chat. He said he had a bone to pick with Tay. So whoever that was on the phone, they got a misconception of tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Well, whatever they were saying about it, they come batting you. Man, Chosen a goddamn grown-ass man. Just like everybody else, a grown-ass man. He chose to come up on this panel and talk to whoever he talked to. You ain't hear me intervene now that damn time on shit. It's my platform, bro. Ain't nobody tricked him over here.
Right. Well, I never looked at it like it was a trick or it was a scheme. Like I say, when he was talking,
I responded to the phone. I responded to the last shit that was called. That was said. You know what I'm talking about?
Okay.
So it's all about the information, man. It's all about the truth, and it's all about motherfuckers goddamn getting down to goddamn fighting this corruption. From whatever your theory might be, or whoever theory might be, at the end of the day, they snatching our motherfucking ass up. And what we gonna do about that? So we all got to come together and fight.
Well,
You know
that's
what
what
I'm
we're trying to do.
thinking
It's
about?
not just about one person, it's about a whole bunch of people. And,
Back.
you know, he has his cause and go for it, you know, chosen, you go for it. If you that's what you very believe, that's fine, you know, go for it if but you know, there is a bigger picture here than just one person or two people. It's a whole slew of what the gentleman who just spoke, I'm not too sure because I can't identify names to voices yet, spoke on. And so, you know, for you to say such condescending things like I shouldn't, you know, I don't know anything, I don't know people, I don't know what I'm talking about, but yet you tell me that my findings are going to be used in court and we are going to contact you. But yet when I ask you a simple question, just to, you know, validate some facts here, you won't answer who is we, how are you connected with we, and where, you know, the marker is. It's a simple question. If I go to Chicago, I'd like to go to that grave. So what is so difficult about not revealing that number? You reveal a number, but you don't show it in video. I would never in my life, if I went to that grave with or had the flower delivery there, it was arranged that they would show everything. Like they would show the marker, they would show everything, you know. And so that's why there's a conflict of interest to this. There's just a simple little piece to your puzzle that you missed out, and that's the marker. And you can't, you know, let us know certain things. And, you know, to me, that is, you know, not fair play. You just kind of argue with me and say I don't know what I'm talking about and get off the case and whatever, you know. I've been very valuable to this case. You might have a different objective here, and it took a turn, you know, you thinking that maybe she's in there. I've already stated to what I believe is in the grave. You just have to go back and try and figure out 8 hours of where we talked about it. On this panel, we all have difference of opinions, but we were not in any way disrespect at all to anyone. We all have different opinions and thoughts, but we are all on the same agenda. We all understand there's something bigger, and we all want to try and get to the root of the problem if it's possible, you know. And that's what we're trying to brainstorm with. We were trying to brainstorm about how to make it possible, but you came in here to make an agenda and a bone to pick with me. I don't understand even the bone what you did pick with me, because I just don't know. I don't know what the bone was, except for, you know, for me to, you know, side with you, and I don't even know what the side is. Like, you're just trying to say that I asked you a very simple question, and it was a human question. You say that I maybe potentially crack the case. Your case is what I am variably believing, is that you believe that Antonio is in the grave, and that that's who is buried, and that you maybe I'm just assuming here, think that my pictures, and I asked you a question, in those pictures, when I say it looks like an older woman because of the way it's all this and that, did you show mama, and did mama say, yeah, that's my daughter? It's a simple question, because if she says to the world from my pictures and my findings that is her daughter, then we can help open up this investigation further. I could do something.
Tay,
You know what I'm saying?
let me ask you this, Tay. Let me ask you
Yeah.
this. And you know when we was on, the GPS, right? And we was flying in the
Yes.
chopper, or
Yes.
whatever. And
Yes,
you
and
know,
everybody's gone to it since. A lot of people from our chat have gone to it and want to go to it.
right. So when we went into the chopper and we flew over there,
Yep.
and you said go near the fence, and I went near the fence, and then I
And what was
told
my
you,
reason why I even had you go there? What was the reason why I had you go there? What was I trying
you,
to do?
you told me that
What
you
was
wanted to see if it was locked or not. That's what you told me. You said you wanted to
No,
see
no,
if it
no.
was chained.
What was I trying to do in order for you said let's go to the church. What was I trying to do? I was trying to get a delivery, right?
Right. Exactly.
I was trying
Exactly.
to get it. So I was trying to get a delivery to flowers, and I couldn't find out. So all of a sudden, I don't know who it was saying, well, why don't we just go to the church? And you Googled it while I was trying to find out something else or something like that. We were researching the area because we both don't live in the area. And I said, okay. And that's when I got stumped, because now you can continue about what you found at the building.
Right. I mean, but this is the thing, though. I mean, it's like when we went there and we seen that that most definitely was a church, undoubtedly that we might think that was used prior to now, but we do know now that it's not active and that it's not running. We do know that. So by having reason to believe, just only through beliefs alone, because no one has any sound proof yet that can hold up in a court of law. By what?
Exactly.
Right. So that's what I'm saying. Like that's the basis of it. Because when you're going to court, if you're in a judicial court, you're going there based off of the belief of on the conviction. You understand
And
what I'm
that's not
saying?
going to be good. It's hearsay.
Right.
We can't go to
Right.
court with hearsay, and that's why we're doing this so with a needle and thread and trying to put everything sewn together so that won't be hearsay. Okay, we can't just go on maybes or this and that. So yes, you did fly over to the church and you did discover it was an abandoned building and everything like that. And I just went, holy God, like what's going on here? You know,
That's why
like
I was asking him. Excuse me. That's why I was asking him. That's why I
so
was
he
like,
could
when
have
you
asked a
made the
straight up
video,
question.
yeah,
Why
that's what I'm
didn't
saying.
he help us and
Yeah,
say, I live near there. Let me go to the church. Let me broadcast it live. Let me
yeah.
go back to the graveyard
Let
and
me go
show
live.
them, please, since you're so close, please do me a favor because I will pull down that portion of my video and I won't put it up. But please go to the graveyard again since you live so close and show me the marker. Show me the marker and show me the documents that's verified that she actually, that is somebody's grave that is Miss Teresa is stating it because that's a fact. That is a part of evidence that for all can go to court. We can use that, but you need to have more evidence. You can't just have footprints in the snow and I'm not trying to insult you here, but you just can't do that. You gotta put the I's and T's together. So you need to go to Mr. So and so and say, I got this information from you, and he says yes. And then you go to every step of the way and you show your evidence, you present your evidence. You don't just do bits and pieces and nibbles like and try and bait us. That's not the way you do it. If you're gonna, when I do my findings, I hold no holds bar back. I say it straight out. There's nothing left out. My errors are sometimes with my words, not with my
Word.
findings, with my
Right.
words only
And
because of
you,
my dialect issue. I
right.
explained this before. When I say somebody, that was misinterpreted as it was cut off, like, when I edited or something like that. It's so you see what I'm saying? That's why my stuff is getting used. My stuff was used in the motion, and now maybe this and what I've got coming out, it might be really even more. So, way I operate is you use the term receipts. I use the term every piece of evidence so we can, as citizens, back anyone who has something legit to be able to break it. If you were coming to me, I'm CIA. If you were coming to me, I would say, you bring me everything that you can prove, and then we can go in and target what we need to. But I can't
Okay. And
just
then
have
with
footprints in the snow and a piece of flowers. I've got to have all the information. That's not going to, I wouldn't be able to take that to court for you. It would cost you
okay. So then
$150,000 for nothing because that's what a lawyer is going to cost you.
okay, so that's what I'm saying. So if I'm having a conversation with you and your vernacular is a hell of a lot, different than mine. I can tell through your dialect. So being that, I know that there's certain words that you might not be familiar with using
Yeah.
on a daily basis or whatever. See, like I'm not like trying to persecute you on that right there. And
No,
see
we
what
shouldn't be
I mean,
prejudiced against other people's dialects or other people's ways.
right, because I'm a man before anything. So what I'm saying is he didn't really have a problem talking to you aggressively and cutting you off and accusing you of cutting him off, even though that you was a little elongated with proving your point or whatever, or matter of fact, your claim when y'all was having a discussion. But the debate came in just simply by me saying, okay, let me talk to you next. And it's going to be in this video. And then once that I said that, I was like, well, I got a couple questions for you. So then when we started out talking, it's
I
like
wasn't here for that, so I have to go and review.
Yeah. He got sarcastic. And see, that's what came out of it, and that's why people have
You didn't
more or
say the
less.
rules, okay? What were the rules? To be polite, to hear
One
each
second.
other out, that
One
we have
second.
different,
Give me one
different.
second.
You
See,
didn't play by the rules.
this is what's happening with us right now. It's like the mass majority of a lot of people, they've gotten so like egotistically puffed up off of YouTube and Facebook that they don't even like start dealing with logic anymore. If I'm coming to you respectively, don't ask me a question like how to peel a banana or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like don't kill me with that. Explain something about Monsanto and how that damn banana was even produced. That's what I want to know.
Exactly.
I want to know what's factual. Other than that, I would have reason to believe that this would be the best way to peel this fucking banana. Now this is
Yes.
throughout the court of law. Now this ain't no motherfucking LexisNexis or none of that. I'm just saying by being in the streets and knowing, you know what I'm saying, of on how not to incriminate my damn self. Because if we
Right.
really want to keep it all the way 1,000, if we really
And
want to keep
that's
it 1,000 right now, hold on, we
and
want
we
to keep it 1,000 right now, it could have been on various times. And when I say various, I'm gonna say on various occasions that there have been individuals who have made videos, who have even made posts on Facebook by way through social media, could have incriminated themselves by doing
yes.
so unknowingly.
And
I
that's
will
why
say,
that's why I'm thinking about before uploading, it's I want to be able to really make sure that I could have already incriminated myself in some way just by getting involved, right? And liabilities can happen to even people in chat, all of us, any one of us, right? So this public stuff, there's certain things I'm not going to speak openly about. But when you ask a simple question, I think that if he is really she's really searching for her daughter, then if she sees maybe a picture that's recent and potentially, he's going on, she was killed there, then why wouldn't mama get on and say, oh my God, that is my daughter. I can tell because this. Validate it. Because I am kind of confused too, and I've expressed that earlier in our midnight hour. I'm confused as to what I'm freaking looking at. Am I looking at A or B?
right, and that's
And
what I'm
so
saying.
I'm not gonna incriminate myself and say yes it's A and yes it's B, because I wasn't there. I don't have the facts, nor does he. And if he has the facts, then he shouldn't be putting videos out. He should just put his file together and bring it to the person that he trusts to bring
Right.
it forward.
And that's my point. And like I say, each and every one of us, we have our own individual ideas, our individual concepts, our individual plight. But at the same time, we all are doing this for one specific reason, and being that we are, at times, I think, most times than less, our egos do seem to clash. And when that and see that's and this is how I step to it. And I'm gonna keep it real while we on this chat right now. The first person that I followed on YouTube was straight drop, straight like that. Because I seen, as many videos that he was posting, I was like, okay, dude is really like on it in this one particular area. I heard Chosen King. But before I heard Chosen King, I heard all of the bad stuff that people were saying about Chosen King. So I listened to him a few times. I said, well, you know what? You can even check my Facebook page. I actually shared Chosen King's lives on my Facebook page, despite what people are saying about him. Everybody else, Mike Larry, everybody, and that's what I do, because I feel like everyone on an individual basis does have something concrete that they've put time into research and have made videos. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to take out my time and listen to it. I'm going to listen what this person has to say. But if you trying to overtalk me, you trying to be sarcastic, yeah, I'm from the street, so I pick up on that shit real quick. So my
So
radar
am
go up, it go up real quick. So and that's how I move.
Just like
And this ain't
just like you do that one no damn McDonald's sign.
right. It's straight
You
like
did.
that. So when he said
You know
that,
you
I'm like, no.
saying, so you gotta know how you gonna come with the sarcastic shit, but you know what I'm saying. I just got that. I'm gonna keep my shit over here 100 like I keep it 100, man. I mean, no pretend 1,000. I'm gonna keep that
to
shit
me as a
1,000
mature
all time.
to me
You
as
know
a
what I'm saying? Just
mature
like
woman.
just like I muted Tay when she was talking to me, y'all got ready to talk. I kept that shit felt like I supposed to keep it felt. This ain't no sign of the TV. This that nigga fed. Just take 1,000 all the way around. I ain't gonna show no. When I got to open this panel to some other people, I ain't gonna show no favoritism. I don't give a fuck who information I favor, whatever. It's 100, and nigga ain't gonna get there take that from me, cause that's my personality and that's who I am. Nigga, you don't call me no snake, and I ain't no snake, and I ain't no fuck, nigga. I'm keeping this shit real, bro.
I love
I'm
that.
about this information, I'm about this truth, and I'm gonna keep it fair with everybody that hit this platform. Everybody can stay the fuck off with it, cause you know I don't give a fuck about being up by myself, and still gonna run this bitch 24/7. Ain't
Right,
nothing gonna
right,
100.
right. 100.
To
You know
me,
what? 1,000. 1,000, bro. And like I say, I already know. You know what I mean? Like I say, in a future time, you know, it even could be tomorrow, few days or whatever. Yeah, I'm still willing to speak with the brother, but it just seemed like that for some strange and unusual reason, he's one of those people aggressively that like to have the floor and like to control the microphone. This is not my panel. This is not his panel as well. We on Pocket Chain TV too. Boom. That's where we at.
And see
We there.
what I should have did. I should have let it end with Tay, and then set something up for y'all too, because it's a different dynamic. It's a
Yeah,
different
that's all.
different dynamic for one platform. So I should have ended and set something else up. Just like somebody else might want to bump head with him, or you might want to get some of his chest. I don't mind opening up my panel, but it's gonna be 100. I ain't finna goddamn choosing him. I ain't finna choose no. I ain't finna choose no side. Whoever hashing out. Y'all will have an even platform here. You ain't got to worry about me goddamn playing no favoritism, none of that shit. As you notice, I just goddamn faded back to the background and let everybody do their thing. So don't try to say I done tricked somebody over here. Nobody tricked him over here. He came over here on his own, man. You got like
Yeah,
you gotta
and
leave that boy. I gotta say, come on, Cho. Now, man, came over here on, bro.
okay, when I get
right.
the feather, let me know because I have something to
Go
say.
ahead, Tay.
Go ahead.
Okay, so personally, he asked me, you know, he had a bone to pick with me and he wanted to have a discussion. As a
Facts.
mature woman who is probably almost way older than you all, and been in the industry for a very, very long time, I gave him an opportunity to say what he wished. But personally, I found no productivity in that conversation at all. There was nothing at all that was productive at all. And I even said to him, and you were all my witness, I said, if you really believe something, I said, I will give you all my information and you can use it and I will step back and you can take credit for it.
I heard you
Okay.
say that.
I
I
offered
heard you
him
say
the
that.
package. If he believes that my information is going to, because he said, I mean, did I hear wrong? He said, I might have cracked the case. Well, if I have potentially cracked the case, I don't want to go. You all know I'm hesitant on going to the next dinner plate. I'm hesitant on that. And so if he wants to go there because he obviously is, then I'll give him everything and he can take credit for it. Just leave my name out. I gave him so many opportunities to be productive, to have my information and do what he wishes with it. But he just kept on degrading me and saying all sorts of stuff. It was non-productive. I've never been in a meeting like this in my freaking life. Never. I've dealt with all sorts of hard asses and crazies. I'm not saying that he's crazy, but you know what I'm saying? This was so unproductive and a waste of time.
Well, you know, I don't really think it was a waste of time.
And I was
I'm glad.
well, the thing is that there wasn't anything moving forward. Where did it move forward? I asked him, please, like, go do this and go do that. If you hadn't, that's all. There was just a few little pieces, and he, you know, in my conflict, and it would have been simple. He could have just said, okay, I'll drive tomorrow. I'll do this, and no, I didn't realize I had left that out. You know, it'd be just like you guys saying, you know, you kind of left this little bit out. I'd go, okay, I'll do it. I'm gonna, you know, if I've missed an eye, that's not gonna be productive for any of us out here. Then let me know and I'll correct it. I'll fill in the eye because the whole outcome is to be productive.
Tay, and I respect that and I agree with you. But what I'm saying is, when I interjected the first time, both of you were corresponding. I mean, y'all were conversing back and forth sarcastically, and then it got into a battle of the wits. That's why I made an attempt to desensitize it, because I really wanted to ask him, you know, what was, you know, his underlining proof that he had, that he's like hell bent on with proving that that is this person. After I done
Which
spent,
you say because I wasn't in the room.
right, I done spent how many, I can't even tell you how many weeks I done spent going through that. I done went through that and went through a damn dead end, and was just like, damn, what the hell? But I just wanted to hear that. Just like if Pocket Change TV was to open up the floor with Mike Larry, you know what I'm saying, or some damn body like that, any damn body, it don't matter who it is, we can sit here and we can talk, we can discuss this. You see what I'm saying? Like it's not a problem, and I'm willing to do that with anybody as long as it's respectful. But if you coming to me, you know what I'm saying, like on some next level shit, that's the way that I'm coming at you. I'm gonna respond the same way because that's where I'm from. I don't just do that.
I am too. Nobody bullies me, okay? And he tried to bully me over and over again. I'm sorry, nobody bullies me. I apologize to you, Pocket, and everybody who was here that I had to do that and challenge that and lower myself to that level. But you know what? It was because he was not answering such simple questions. It was just 3 questions I asked him. You know, show me the marker. You know, show me that the mama says, yeah, that's my baby. And what was the other one? And you know, you don't maybe have to tell us how you know for fact that she's there, but because I know you maybe want to, you know, save that for your court date or whatever. And then tell me how my evidence got there, because he used in the closing, "We will get in contact with you," and then he disregarded me, or my battery died. So he's saying that he acted as if he's like an attorney all of a sudden, or somebody, you know, that's dealing with this. Like, why is he saying we? Has he got an attorney? And you know, we.
Fed.
So,
Yeah, I'm right here, bro.
Man, why y'all letting this nigga? I went to bed to you guys last night, and the conversation was cool. I woke up this morning, and you just going off. You know this nigga is trifling. You know this nigga is trying to stop the information.
Hey, look, man, I'm gonna handle my pound the way I want to handle my pound. He came over here and then look,
knock his ass off.
The what?
Knock his ass off. Don't give him a chance to talk about shit.
No,
he's coming to distract the information.
A lot of more people want to talk to him, whatever. Then, you know what I'm saying? He's gonna be what I say. He's gonna be over here. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Because he's a distraction.
He want to come back and have a decent conversation with somebody else, and they want to, because there's plenty of people that want to have a conversation with him, and they want to use my platform, and I decide to do that. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make. But
you know why he's not answering the questions, right?
I ain't got nothing to do with all that. I just open the platform.
He ain't got no information. That's all I'm trying to say.
Okay, okay. I'm just saying, you asked me a question. You said I was going off. I went off when I posed went off.
Oh, I know that, but I'm just talking about he does this to whoever you have on your panel if he's got a some kind of issue with them. All I'm saying is that
he got issues with a whole lot of people, and if I open up my platform with him to hash out his issues with people who really want to hash out things with him, if I open up my platform for it to be the common ground for them to do it on, that's my choice.
Yeah, but he's trying to belittle people at the same time.
No, but that's my choice. Ain't no but.
He didn't play by the rule.
Yeah, he doesn't play by the rule. That's all I'm saying.
You know, and that's not cool. We play by the rules all night.
They accept it, and there's some more people that they want to talk to him. If they want to accept it, but ain't no exception, then there ain't no conversation. I ain't accepting. I'd hash my shit out.
Right.
They want to use my platform. I open my platform. I'm gonna be fair towards both sides. No motherfucking bias. I want to open my platform. That's what I'm gonna do. I don't.
Okay, I see. I see now. I understand, Fed. I just thought a nigga was coming up in here and tripping because I was asleep. Like I said, I went to sleep with you guys.
That man ain't goddamn. If anything gets sideways on Annie, and I'm gonna intervene. That man goddamn. I'm not gonna put that on him like that. And the tape will speak for itself. So maybe you need to just go rewind, drink some coffee, and listen to the information, and rewind the tape and listen to it. Ain't one no disrespect to that last little part of it. I'm not gonna goddamn bash. I'm not gonna bash now side. I'm gonna keep it 1,000, man. Cause the world looking at me, and the goddamn on top of that, the ancestors looking at me. You know what I'm talking about? I ain't gonna allow nobody, man.
Yes.
I ain't gonna allow nobody now way.
Right.
Even black people, I don't even want to speak on this goddamn video right here. I don't even want to speak my opinion. Period. So I don't want to goddamn discuss it. Discuss it with the panel.
Right. Okay. Well, in discussion, one of the things I want to move into, because we've been on this
I'm
shit
getting
right
ready to
here.
go. That's all I wanted to say. I don't want to be on the panel.
Okay.
Goodbye. I'm going back to bed. Thank you.
Okay,
Night, night.
baby.
Love
You,
you
baby.
guys.
Appreciate it.
No
All
doubt.
right.
This is
I
one of
love
the
you,
things.
Fed.
I love you too, baby. I'm gonna talk to you later.
This is one of the things, man, that I really want.
Hey, they be trying to have my back, but yeah, you know what I'm saying. It ain't nothing like that. I wasn't going off like that. I was just trying to, you know what I'm saying, just keep everything you felt, man. That's
Oh
all I
yeah,
was trying to do.
man, everything is copacetic. Like I say, man, I'm gonna definitely chop it up with the brother, man. He just got irate, I think, because of the amount of them questions that I was asking and he couldn't damn answer. I answered this question, but we through talking about him anyway.
Yeah.
But
Well,
let's get more into our reason and believing on whether or not that, you know what I'm saying, that these dinners, you know what I'm saying, is leaving. You know what I'm saying? Like these dinners are being like ordered and like where they're going to. Now this is the thing right here that we all have came to an agreement on, that we got reason to believe through the whole Selena Gomez demonstration, that Forever Young, you know what I'm saying? We dealing with Forever Young, you know what I'm saying, is leaving. So ordered and like where they're going to. Now this is the thing right here that we all have came to an agreement on, that we got reason to believe through the whole Selena Gomez demonstration, that Forever Young, you know what I'm saying? We dealing with Forever Young, leaving.
Hey, 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 hey.
And like where they're going to.
I'm on
Hey,
the case because I don't believe
We
it.
all have came to an agreement on. Got a phone.
world,
Gomez demonstration.
world.
What the hell's going on?
We dealing with
That's so